Good evening, people. Welcome to day 12, possibly, and to a 1973 film called The Theatre of Blood. This stars Vincent Price. He's got Diana Rigg in it as well. But if you've seen Dr. Phibes from 1971 and the sequel from 1972, it's very much in the same vein as that, but instead of, as in Dr. Phibes, he blames a bunch of doctors for not saving his wife and then uses the 10 plagues of Egypt to kill them. In this, here's a Shakespearean actor. The critics give him bad reviews. They think he overacts. They think he's shit. And at this awards ceremony, the character of Lionheart, which is Vincent Price, is convinced that he's going to win Best Actor. Convinced of it. Even gets up out of his chair to go and accept the award, and they give it to somebody else. He confronts them afterwards, takes the statue, throws himself off out of a window, which I think he lands in the Thames. Could be the Thames or not. And he's presumed dead, but he will extract his revenge by killing all these critics in the vein of the deaths in Shakespeare's plays. Like is it The Merchant of Venice? A Pound of Flesh. Somebody's heart at the very start, like Julius Caesar was killed by multiple stabbings. The first critic is killed by a bunch of people stabbing him, and that is how the film goes on. Now, I prefer Dr. Phibes, but I like this over the sequel to Dr. Phibes. Do you prefer Shakespeare or do you prefer 10 Plagues of Egypt? For me, the 10 Plagues of Egypt is more interesting than Shakespeare, but someone gets drowned in a barrel of wine. If I'm going to die, I want to go that way. Vincent Price is wonderful. I read it's one of his favourite films that he did. He always wanted to do Shakespeare, and this was his chance to do Shakespeare. There is one guy, spoilers, but it's 50 years old. One guy gets cooked a meal by Vincent Price, and he's this guy who's got two little poodles, and he loves his poodles, and he wants to know, where are my babies? And Vincent Price says, I'm like, you've eaten them. The food you're eating is your dog's. And that just, as a dog lover, imagine eating your dog. But anyway, it's a solid film. I've always enjoyed it. I still enjoy it to this day. Vincent Price is great. I think I prefer Vincent Price in this to both Dr. Phibes films. He's got more personality in this, but then again, but he doesn't garner as much sympathy for me in this film because he's an actor. He's had a bad rap. He thinks he should have got this award. He didn't get it. Boo-hoo. In Dr. Phibes, he's disfigured and he blames doctors for not saving his wife. That's his wife that's died. So for me, that gets Dr. Phibes more sympathy than it does a guy just scorned because he's a shit actor. But there are all the actors, and I picked this cover just for this video because I usually have this cover. That's the cover I usually have, but that's a bit more bright and visual for people to see, and it has those special features, which I'm not a special features guy. I don't watch them. The time I'm watching the special features, I could be watching another film instead, but there are exceptions to that. But either way, it's a decent film. If you like Dr. Phibes, you'll probably like this. If you didn't like Dr. Phibes, then I don't think you'd really like this. But I like both. This sits in the middle of the Dr. Phibes films. Theatre of Blood. That's it. Day 12, did I say? Comments are welcome.